Nearly 2 years ago, I sat in this very seat explaining why I plan to vote against the House version of the NDAA due to policies included by left-wing extremists to woken and weaken our military. Today, I'm happy to report I voted for a national defense bill for the third time that contains enormous wins for national security and military families. This bill takes an important step towards returning the Department of Defense to its fundamental mission, strengthening military readiness, improving the lethality of our armed forces, and providing crucial support to our men and women in uniform. My conservative colleagues and I debated and fought hard on the House floor with one mission in mind: to restore the integrity of the DoD, to promote its fundamental mission of providing the military forces needed to deter war and ensure our nation's security. We fought to defund Joe Biden's policies that directly subvert the mission of our armed forces. We put an end to the DoD policy to reimburse for time off, lodging, and travel expenses for abortions, gender-affirming care surgeries and gender hormone treatments, funding for drag queen shows, critical race theory training, pornographic books in military schools, and the DoD's Chief Diversity Officer position. Instead, this bill empowers military parents to know what's going on in on-base schools, established an inspector general to audit Ukraine funding, established a pathway for service members discharged under Biden's vaccine mandate to rejoin the military, and so much more. This year's NDAA included the largest basic pay increase in more than 20 years, 5.2%. This bill also supports military families by reducing DoD childcare fees and authorizing new funding for childcare centers and schools. My Pueblo Jobs Act passed the House as a provision of the bill and will support at least 1,000 jobs in Pueblo as the Pueblo Chemical Depot finishes its closure process. The targeted capabilities provided in the bill are a necessary step in our increasing efforts to counter significant threats from China, focusing on capitalizing on innovation to increase the real lethality of joint force, adequately equipping our warfighters to complete their missions, all while ensuring vigorous oversight of taxpayer dollars is at the Pentagon. Our job to ensure that our nation's most precious resource, its sons and daughters, mothers and fathers who answered the call to serve in uniform, have the best chance to come home to their families and the resources necessary to accomplish their missions.